Firefighters were preparing to respond to a call when they discovered the main gate was locked. Casey dashed toward another door, only to arrive just as someone was locking it. "Open up!" Casey bellowed, but the person took off running. Fortunately, someone found the back door unlocked. The crew rushed out only to find a man chained to the fire truck. "I protest the closure of Fire Station 87, he shouted. The firefighters stared in disbelief. "We didn't close the station. The truck must leave immediately." But the man stood his ground. "I won't leave." Herman finally snapped. "I'll drive this truck," he barked. "Unlock those chains or you'll be torn in two." Captain Bowden stopped Herman just in time, radioing headquarters. "We're trapped. Send another team for backup." Severide turned to the protester. "Satisfied? You just delayed our response. We don't want this either, but it's the only way to get headquarters' attention. Since Station 87 closed, our response times have doubled. So you're punishing innocent people who need our help?" A firefighter retorted angrily, but the man wouldn't budge. Bowden ordered his team back inside, ignoring the protesters. "Fire 37 has the blaze under control. Headquarters is sending reinforcements. No one leaves. No phones," Bowden declared. Fortunately, police arrived swiftly. "You face multiple charges. Unlawful entry, disturbing the peace, obstructing firefighters on duty," an officer warned the man. "Bail is set at $25,000. Hearing this, the man finally relented. "Fine, I'm leaving." Just then, more protesters poured in. "We saw Lewis's tweet. You need backup," they shouted. Lewis informed them police were threatening to arrest everyone. Realizing the situation was spiraling out of control, officers radioed for reinforcements. But before backup arrived, some protesters stormed into the fire station. "This is our fire station now," they declared loudly. Firefighters tried to block them, but the protesters insisted, "We haven't hurt anyone or damaged property. This is a peaceful protest." The firefighters were furious, but had no choice but to let them stay. However, someone uploaded footage of the standoff online, and the incident quickly escalated. Herman tried to talk to protester Lewis. Lewis looked somber. "We left over 80 messages at Fire Department HQ. No response. When we went in person, they kicked us out. We even contacted newspapers, but they said our story wasn't sensational enough. This is the only way to make ourselves heard." The sheriff finally arrived and addressed the crowd. Closing Highway 87 was a high-level budget decision. "Take your complaints to City Hall." The protesters snorted in disbelief. "Passing the buck." Lewis was already seething. "We won't leave until our demands are met." The sheriff remained unflinching. "I'm deploying 2 fully armed tactical teams. This ends now." Kathy suddenly felt a pang of sympathy. "Wait, I know the district councilor responsible for closing the fire station. Give me time to resolve this." The sheriff agreed, but only granted him 15 minutes. After that, he would act. Kathy rushed to City Hall demanding to see the councilor. The receptionist transferred her to voicemail. "The councilor is busy. Please leave a message." Kathy couldn't wait. She barged into the councilor's office. "Why shut down Station 87? He demanded. "I negotiated with the mayor's office. It's budget cuts," the councilman explained. "What did you get out of it?" The councilman flatly denied any wrongdoing. "I just needed funding to push through a retail development project." Kathy threatened him. "Fix this immediately. Otherwise, I'll expose all your scandals to the media." Back at the fire station, the argument continued until Lewis suddenly collapsed, clutching his arm in agony. Paramedics discovered his arm had been trapped in a pipe for hours, severely swollen. "Compartment syndrome," they said. "IV fluids are needed immediately." But his hand remained trapped. The only option was a jugular vein IV. As paramedics prepared, firefighters sawed through the pipe with tools, then pried it open together. Lewis's hand was finally freed. They carried him to an open area, only to discover his other arm had developed compartment syndrome. "Without immediate fasciotomy, we'll lose this arm," the paramedics declared. "I'll perform it right here." Just as the procedure began, Louis regained consciousness. He recoiled in horror at the sight of the scalpel cutting into his arm, until he realized it was his only chance. He remained perfectly still, and the surgery was completed successfully. Lewis was loaded into the ambulance and rushed to the hospital. But the ordeal? Far from over.